Yo, what up, Toshi here. I'm making this video really quick because, for one, I have an urge to make a video like right now, so I have to stop what I'm doing. I'm currently in the middle of editing a video for my Genshin Star Rail channel. I guess at this point I cover both, right? But anyways, I want to throw out this quick PSA because a lot of you are going to hop into the new patch 1.1 and remember or forget that the pools are time gated. So we're going to go over that really quickly. For one, we do have the 7-day login event. So remember this, you do receive the pools over time. On the third day, you will get the 2 Radiant Tide, and on the last day, you'll get the 3 Radiant Tide. Now, you don't have to worry about the Radiant Tide so much because most of you are going to pull within the first few days, right? So I would say for those of you that are Changli savers, Camellia, when she releases, right, then this is what matters for you the most. And for those of you that miss pity by a little bit and you're trying to inch your way to pity, pause on that one. Now, this is the big kicker right here. So the pools we are receiving, the 10 pools, this rounds about 30, right, is going to be time gated and is going to be 2 days after the first set. So the 10 pools we get here, which will be on the July the 4th, right? So don't think that we're going to get this as soon as we log in. This is going to be a check-in event that will be a week from now. I just thought I would throw this out to you all because you're like, well, where's the pools? I thought we were supposed to have a 10 pool this patch. It is a week after today at the time of recording, and then 2 days after the week, we will have a 10 pull on the limited weapon banner, and then we will have another 10 pull on the standard weapon banner, standard character banner. At this point, standard weapon banner for most of you, 4 days after that. So you're going to log in, you'll be like, well, where's the big pools, man? I thought we had some pools to go with this patch. I mean, we do, but they're all time gated. And at this point, right, time of recording, the 10 pull for the standard banner, standard weapon banner, is 2 weeks out from now. So I thought I would throw this out to you all in case some of you would forget. I understand, right? Maybe some of you are depending on this 10 pool to help you reach pity. So give it a week or so. Be patient. The pools are definitely on the way. And Kuro Game may even surprise us a little bit more, right? Now remember, we do have drip marketing on the way for 1.2, so do take the 1.1 banners with a grain of salt for those of you that are maybe sitting on the sidelines, wondering what's to come next. The reason why Kuro Game hasn't even showed us what is going to appear in 1.2, because normally, like, again, they're following suit of Genshin Star Rail with the drip marketing. ZZ as well is going to do the same thing. We expected them to have the 1.2 characters drip marketed to us literally like last week, but it hasn't been shown to us. So again, for those of you that are waiting on the sidelines, continue waiting. We'll have confirmation of those characters definitely in the beginning of this upcoming patch because they definitely want you to roll on JINHSI'S and have no pools leading into 1.2, especially if it's a character as anticipated, like for instance Camellia, who is definitely my favorite character design so far in Wuthering Waves. If she is to be revealed in 1.2, which is very, very, very likely because of her role in the story and the fact that we have been introduced to her already and we're going to have another introduction with her rather soon, I'd be very careful with throwing out your load onto JINHSI'S, especially if you are just looking to pull for a brand new character without knowing what is going to appear next, right? And remember, we have another character too, aside from the 1.2 character. Let's just say we have Camellia as the next character. We do have another character aside from Camellia that will appear in the drip marketing. And do take that in consideration as well. It could be a character that you have been waiting for, perhaps, right? What about that character that was messing with Gion? I forgot his name. It was like, he looked really sick, though. I really liked his design. That guy, he looks really sick. I probably will throw a picture of him on the screen. Yeah, what if he gets drip teased, right? Definitely is timed very, very, this is like a planned out timing from them because, of course, like, why would they throw out the drip marketing when they can get you to roll on the banner and spend all your pools, especially the pools they are giving us for free, without knowing what is to come 1.2. So do take consideration as well, and I thought I'd mention this to you all. I know this video is a little bit of a yap fest, but I compiled everything I thought was very crucial to remember before 1.1 does roll around. And remember, we do have all of these pools we will be receiving in 1.1. Do take this actual number with a grain of salt because it isn't confirmed, quote unquote, but it's a close representation of what we'll have when the patch does roll around. If you are someone who is free to play, you will receive close to 90 to lean around 85-ish pulls. Not, take into consideration the hardest end game right now. Let's just say you're someone who is not able to clear that content even with upcoming 1.1 because maybe you're saving for future characters. So you don't have characters on your account already built. You don't have very many limited characters. So it's going to be very hard for you to clear the existing content. when you are geared towards having very strong and hard-hitting characters, right? We should expect the content to ramp up in terms of HP numbers, so you're probably going to eventually need harder-hitting characters, right, on your account. Especially if you're someone who does not min-max your characters, right, or min-max your account. So 92, but let's just round it to 85, right? 85 Radiant Tide, which is a very solid amount. If we do take into consideration, this is not even accounting the free 10 pool that they were giving us that just randomly pop up, right? They just randomly threw a free 10 pool at us. So there's going to actually be 10 additionally on top of that. So it's actually going to be 95. And if you are someone who's able to clear all the contents, it will be 102, right? And remember that we are getting the Lustrous Tide. So if you are someone who wants to get a weapon for JINHSI'S, I suggest you hold off on that, because you may end up getting the weapon from the weapon banner, right? The standard weapon banner, and that weapon does serve as a nice weapon for JINHSI'S, because remember, JINHSI'S is a character that has a ton of liberation damage because her ultimate damage is actually super high. Like, her multiplier is extremely high, one of the highest in the game. So the liberation damage bonus she does receive from that will definitely help with dishing out damage, and the energy regeneration will help for a character that wants to press ult to deal the bulk of the damage to clear out all the mobs, and then start attacking the enemy with the resonance skill. Now, obviously, her weapon is going to be better because you buff the resonance skill damage, not the liberation damage, which is the main source of the character's damage anyways, the resonance skill. And you do get a very nice spectral damage bonus that synergizes especially well with the spectral set on JINHSI'S. So I do take that into consideration as well, right? Now, lastly, you will receive limited weapon banner pools. And remember, the 10 for the Lustrous Tide is also not added on top of what we're already getting. So you'll have 31 Lustrous Tide, and then you'll have 10 more of the weapon banner pools, limited weapon banner pools. So you'll have around 16 of those bad boys to then go on to the limited weapon banner, and you can choose to roll for a JINHSI'S weapon. You can choose to roll for the weapon of Cheng-Li. Just do take into consideration that the limited weapon banner does not have a 50-50. So if you do pull a weapon and you get the weapon early, which again is very advisable for you to pull on a weapon that you actually want, because there is no 50-50. So if you luck out and pull the weapon early, then it's the W no matter how you look at it. But you may have reset your pity if you were farther into the pity, and then you have to continue saving for another character, then you might not even be able to get the weapon banner or the weapon 4 in that banner debut for that character, because you waste all your pulls on JINHSI'S weapon, for instance, when you are a fan of Camellia, right? But I thought I'd give that quick PSA for what to expect for 1.1 so that you're not, caught off guard when you realize, wait, we didn't get the 10 pool in mail. And remember, we are getting the maintenance rewards as well. So, check your mailbox for that. That'll help towards reaching pity if you are very close to, like for me, instance, if I lose 50-50, then I'll be very close to pity, and those gems, astrites, will definitely be very crucial into me reaching pity to have JINHSI'S day 1. And last but not least, of course, remember you have a weapon box at level 45 or UL 45. So for those of you that play casually, right, you maybe haven't reached that number, we are getting Echo XP apparently next patch. So you'll be able to Echo XP, which then translates into your character level leveling up, your account level leveling up. So you will be able to reach that level 45, UL 45, without having to rely too much on the crystal solvent burning method, because I've saved all my crystal solvent to this point. So I am just now hitting level 45 with the help of the recent event that gives us double rewards with the echoes, right? That's going to be the video here. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the launch of JINHSI'S. We'll have another video tonight going over my pools. Hopefully they go well, but if you're watching this in advance, then I hope your pools do go well. Peace.